of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Baylor's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Oklahoma State's offense will take the field for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He's got it down the middle. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. White wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker.
And he'll hop it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes one man miss. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Cowboys in the hurry up. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Back to pass, it's Flores. Takes the easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 35. Turning it on. Touchdown Bears! Once he got some room, it was over. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
To the air, it's Flores. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll blow this one dead at the 20-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one's saved a touchdown at least for now. He now has 115 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. It's complete to the right. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ellis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll just down it right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it.
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, That guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Back to throw, it's Flores. That's reeled in, it's Scott. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. They boot it away. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And off from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass, it's Flores. That's caught. It's Wilson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hicks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need to show off some leg strength, 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Cowboys will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent...
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bears will line up to punt it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll ride Davis here. Got enough for the first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Got it in the middle. It's short. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. He will field this in his end zone. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Ready to fire from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. White going to attack through the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The sure hands, it's Porter. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bears are on the move. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Bears have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Surging forward on the sneak. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Got it in the middle, it's Ellis. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Bailey. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides to back and leaves it.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That's caught. It's Wolf. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Spins away from one. Oh, a lot of space. The 30. At the 20. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. He'll pull it on the read. Finding an escape route. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. Business after the fumble recovery. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Baylor. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back past the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They reeled off 6 straight to start the